Hey guys, this is the man on the street. Today I'm going to be discussing about our border services, including our produce and our agriculture needs, and how we can also know what is grown in the lower Appalachians in our wheat field industry that's called the lower prairies. Our wheat farmers, as I've told, all the way through canola and everything else in between. Our resources yield vast amounts of those grains that are paramount to the world's um, definition of their breadbasket when they serve. As we know, when we're looking at these disparaging places that have become hostile regions because of war infractions, it led to bigger ordeal when families aside look for the essential needs to mix that dough with the water that is polluted in its areas. So we know that they can protagonize this country and those people, but they know what it means. They're not necessarily going to their TD coffers and looking in their bank deposits and carrying out their gold by the dozen. See, my friends, this is what we're also talking about border services. Especially in the Commonwealth, when we're talking about even Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and we articulate how they do use that as argumentative when they leave for the country and they pack it up with these items. And it could be any one of those regions, any country, because if you know what could do those temperatures in luggage, and it could cause insects that are not habitat to our species. So introducing one of these types of things that keep coming, and to this day, when you look at the border services and people bringing these items, fresh vegetables, and I could articulate why, but that's one thing. But to do that and have a special bin and then just keeping it as adhesive, like then just taking away the bandage, but it still leaves the wound there. So we have to also remember what would that mean to our agriculture, especially after what happened in Fukushima. 3 days later, we knew that what happened, and 5 days, and then a week, and then a month, and then they were saying, how close to the facility would you know with those fresh vegetables, and they were serving it. Now, they're trying to put that as like everything is fine, hunky-dory, but it was not. We knew what happened in Japan and that land, and what they're talking about nuclear byproduct waste and nuclear hazard is exactly why I try to capitulate these things, my friends. Even when we talk about Wuhan, and again, so when they do this, and you know what they do, because I oppose those ideas, look what they have done, my friends. They capitulate to the enemy because these same people are garnered and have their nice villas all the way in China. And I know this, and that's why when they call me, they give me these empty threats, and then they tell me sarcastic, say hello to your mother. Now, I know they might be joking, but when it comes to their mosh and their pension, they're not going to be joking to know who exactly I am and who I represented. Okay, this is what is issued for. And unfortunately, the Prime Minister and his caucus members are infighting to derail people like me, but we are stagnant as we are, and I just passed by the bread line. By these churches, and it's a Korean church indoctrinated by that same type of philosophy to get that money, to buy that food by bulk, to redistribute, to think they're doing more so charity work, but Canadians know they could take care of themselves more so and not be told. This is the man on the street.